Alright, so I want to have a debate with somebody, but I don't want it to be like a typical debate, and I want it to be the debate on pro-life versus pro-choice. And I want to do it soon. I know it's so weird to say, but I want to have a discussion with somebody who is actively pro-choice and to have a really civil discussion about it. And I don't want either of us to go with the typical arguments because I think that the typical arguments kind of fall into like one or two categories, and people can frequently call things like, I've noticed that some pro-choicers have called it parasites, and I don't agree with the way that pro-lifers go about it either necessarily. I do think that we should have a more civil discussion about how we should move forward with all of this and kind of have a more nuanced discussion. I don't want it to be the same old things, and if you're pro-choice, I kind of want to challenge my own perspectives on things, and I kind of hope that you don't want to necessarily say the same things to me that I've been told a million times by other people, such as financial situations and other stuff like that, and like people pushing it too far. However, I'm very much so open to having a civil discussion about the topic of abortion, and I do genuinely want to have this discussion. And I know that I can be a little intense sometimes. Bear with me, because even though I might be a little heated on the topic, I do want to have this discussion. And so if anybody wants to have that discussion, I don't know who, but I'm open. And I would like to have that discussion. So if anybody's open and who has something to say outside of the normal arguments, I guess I'm trying to say I'm game. I just want to have a discussion with somebody who I think is an equal. And so if somebody's pro-choice, then why not? I would genuinely love to debate somebody who is pro-choice, and I can do it in a civil and respectable manner. And I can make sure that I keep my responses as respectful as possible. But if you're pro-choice, I would encourage you to have a more, I guess, nuanced perspective on the issue, because I'm getting the same old things regurgitated at me all the time, and I want somebody who's actually going to challenge my opinions. I don't want to hear the same old arguments. I want to hear something new. And I'm sure that pro-choicers don't necessarily want to hear the same old arguments too. So I'm open. I think that we should be challenging ourselves and trying to keep each other on our feet, because we need to have this discussion, and we need to have it in a respectable manner, maybe with a mediator or something, because I know it's a very rough subject. I'm going to try to be as respectful as possible. So if anybody is open, then yes, I'm game.